And now I'm cheesing my way back to you, Van, with a burning cheese inside. Time to talk pack.
You picked up in the middle there. That was you were a little bit down at first. You really got going in the middle.
I mean,
Um,
there's
and
a little bit, of cause to be happy, I guess.
quite obviously the biggest Packers news this week. Aaron Rodgers gets his third MVP.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it becomes official that Aaron Rodgers is engaged.
We'll get there.
Okay, fine. Both, but for both things though, I'm clapping.
He now has two of the best seasons of all time. He had a 121.5 passer rating. The other one was 122.5 back in 2011, which is unanimously like the best season that's ever been had. So he joined. He's the sixth player to ever have to have at least three. Who else was it?
That I've had three.
Brett Favre, Jim Brown, Tom Brady, Johnny Unitas have all won three times, and Peyton Manning has won five.
That is ridiculous.
Five. So yeah, Aaron Rodgers got 44 of 50 votes. Four of the other votes were for Josh Allen, and two were for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
So
You,
Rodgers has it's like a Zoom acceptance speech, and he's talking about it was a crazy year and all that. 180 straight days of having my nose hair scraped for very little or no fans the entire season. I
yeah.
got engaged, got played some of the best football of my career, and it's like keeps going. And he's like dropped a little sprinkle of like I'm engaged, and everyone's like, "What?" And then towards the end says, "I'd like to thank everybody, all my friends, my fiance, blah blah blah." This is after last week he came out. He's dating Shailene. Is it Shailene
Yeah, Shailene.
Woodley? Shailene Woodley. I don't know. They've been we the Cheezy podcast reported on this first. You heard it here first. When he and Danica split, we talked about this. They split. They got rid of the Malibu mansion, and then this girl was in there. We talked about this. We were here. We talked about it first.
Talked about exclusive. Obviously, we had gotten it from some article somewhere.
Probably TMZ.
Probably TMZ. That's correct. Uh,
I'm
just
just
a,
saying.
just as general news, Aaron Donald did get Defensive Player of the Year
Again, third time,
over T.J. Watt.
third straight time. I forget.
I
Definitely the
mean,
third time. Offensive player of the year, Derrick Henry.
yeah, I think a lot of people
Obvious.
thought. I think a lot of people thought he might get the MVP, but
No, they don't do that for running backs anymore.
I
Come on. We
mean,
talked about this. The last running back to get it was AP back in 2012 when he almost broke the single season rushing record. Justin Herbert, rookie of the year, quarterback out there in for the Chargers.
yeah, he had a good season.
Washington defensive end Chase Young gets defensive rookie of the year.
He had a fucking good season, especially there at the end.
Kyle Stefanski gets the coach of the year, which I actually thought that Matt LaFleur got some votes too.
I don't know. I mean, just the fact that they're out of the fucking rut is
Let's see. He Kevin Stefanski had 25 votes. Sean McDermott from the Bills got 7. Brian Flores from the Dolphins got 6. Football teams, Ron Rivera got 4. Matt LaFleur got 3. Andy Reid got 3, and Sean Payton got 2.
hmm,
Oh, look at this! This is all of the votes. Look at this. So Aaron Donald had 27 votes. T.J. Watt had 20.
damn.
Xavier Howard had 3. Derrick Henry had 32 votes for Offensive Player of the Year. Mahomes had 5. Rodgers 5. Josh Allen 3. Travis Kelsey 3. Alvin Kamara 2.
Yeah, I mean, Kamara had a good year. I didn't even think to mention him.
The other one on here, Comeback Player of the Year, Alex Smith.
Well, we called that
Obvious.
one.
He got 49 votes. The only other person to get a vote was Roethlisberger, got 1. Who's the motherfucker that voted for Ben Roethlisberger? Right? Alex Smith almost fucking died.
Yeah.
And they're like, Big Ben had a great season. Vote. Assholes. I saw someone wanted to name it the Alex Smith Award, which maybe when he retires something.
Yeah, that could be.
Did you watch the little video clip they had of him
Of who?
Like the little montage they put together before he received the award.
I mean, before you mean before Aaron Rodgers did?
Alex Smith.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
Oh, it basically went through his whole like Joe Theismann narrated it.
Oh
Joe
wow,
Joe Theismann was like basically, I've been here. I know this sucks. He said some people make it back. I didn't, but Alex Smith did. Like it was pretty good.
Joe Theismann. You know his restaurant is like a few blocks away from my apartment.
Have you ever been?
I'm not. Looks
Why
really
not?
nice though.
Why don't you just go?
I don't know, but now it's like coronavirus time now. So
Oh,
I planned on going for a long time, and then like now I can't. Looks really nice inside.
well, good thing you still live there, so you can go eventually. I remember when my parents went to Brett Favre Steakhouse in Milwaukee. He had a Brett Favre Steakhouse in Milwaukee. They brought back a pen that said Brett Favre Steakhouse on it. I had that pen for a long time. I don't know what happened to that.
Well, probably went the way of the Brett Favre Steakhouse.
Belly up.
Wah, wah.
So we talked about Aaron Rodgers
But
getting
Joe,
engaged.
but Theismann's has been there for a long time already.
Is it called Thighsman's?
Yeah, it is.
Do they sell chicken thighs?
Uh, I have not been to
I
said
sure
restaurant.
hope so. Well, you can look it up. Don't tell me you haven't looked it up.
I haven't looked it up. I don't know.
See, we talked about Aaron Rodgers being engaged. And now the thing is, people are going to be bitching, crying about, well, he's engaged. He plays so much worse when he's dating somebody. He'd been dating this girl the entire year, and none of you bitches knew about it. Oh, that was the thing I was going to say.
Well,
Aaron Rodgers had a pretty good little, let me pull it back up here. He had a pretty good little statement towards the end of of his acceptance speech. He encourages people to read books, meditate, speak things to life, manifest the desires of your heart, question everything, and spread love and positivity.
question everything.
Question everything.
What a statement. That's like I don't.
Uh, that Super Bowl was rigged.
That's you questioning everything.
No, that's me just knowing everything.
Oh wow, you're so smart.
I know that. So another quick one here. Jamal Williams fired his agent like today.
Yeah,
He had the same agent as Aaron Jones did. It
got
was
the
like
same treatment as Aaron Jones gave him.
he was like, "Fuck you, bye." Because I mean, he wanted to. Jamal Williams has expressed wanting to be a Packer.
Chris
And
Cabot getting fired by all the Green Bay Packer running backs.
yeah, so Jamal Williams believes that making that switch will help him stay to be a Packer. Now, then my question is, you know, is that why Aaron Jones fired his guy?
I mean, that's what they said that he was trying
Because
to
he
make a
wanted to be
deal.
Packer.
Yeah, he wanted to make the deal. That's what they said at the
But
time.
he had we gave him a deal and he didn't want it. He wanted more guaranteed money.
I
But
mean,
that was with his old agent. Maybe his new agent can set something up better.
I don't know. This I asked you this earlier. I'm
I
still.
gave you the answer of what's going to happen.
Are we gonna let them both walk? Are we gonna?
No,
Do Jamal Williams? Does
no,
Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones? Do
no.
they both walk?
That's silly. No, Jones is going to walk, and Williams and Dillon will be the co running backs.
I mean, it's gonna be a damn shame. We have never had. Well, I don't want to say never, but I can't remember a time where we had a running back that was so sure-handed, like in the passing game, as Aaron
Oh,
Jones.
you mean Eddie Lacy couldn't wasn't great? Honestly, when I think back about it, since we were kids, we've had three, count them, three stable running backs.
Dorsey Levens,
Bing.
Amon Green.
Okay, four stable running backs. Mon Green.
I mean, are you going to count Ryan Grant?
Uh-huh. He's pretty good.
Okay. Who's the fourth? Is it Aaron Jones?
Cheeseburger.
Oh, Cheeseburger Lacey.
That was like 2 or 3 years. We
It was so short. I don't know. I mean, Eddie Lacy was pretty good, but it was such a short
he
stint.
wasn't he offensive rookie of the year?
I don't remember. It was
But
like a blip.
I mean, now you've got Aaron Jones and Jamal. We haven't had a formidable run game since Amon Green.
Yeah. Amon Green was. I mean, Amon Green was a beast. That dude was awesome.
He was a
Great running back.
fumble machine, but
He was a bit of a fumble machine. That's not
tell me
funny.
about it. He
That's not
fumbled
funny.
the shit out of the ball in the 4th and 26 game too. Um, so we'll see what happens with that. I saw someone else suggested that Aaron Jones might get a franchise tag this year. I don't know the last person. Didn't we franchise tag like Johnny Jolly, who's like the Packers franchise tag? We don't use franchise tag very much. Uh,
You think we're gonna pull the franchise tag? I cannot remember. There has been no one that I've ever thought like, yeah, Packers got the franchise tag on that one. Like,
uh,
because the
let's see.
problem with the franchise tag is if you make someone play for you that doesn't want to, they don't play as good as you want them to.
I mean,
That's the problem with the franchise tag. It
I
almost
mean,
always happens.
Ryan Pickett,
Who?
he, 2008 defensive tackle Corey Williams, franchise tag. 2009 Ryan Pickett, nose tackle. 2010 Ryan Pickett, defensive tackle. That's it. We used franchise tag 3 times ever, and it was for fucking no name bums. No name bums got paid the average of the top 5 salaries of that at that position.
I don't. I mean, I don't see it happening.
You know,
I don't
yeah.
see it happening.
But
We're gonna make a deal.
is there ever a situation? I mean, I guess players can turn down a franchise tag, can't they? We
I don't
talked
know.
about this, the
I
labor
forgot.
against your will tag.
I can't remember.
Turn
I honestly can't remember.
down franchise tag.
Let's not go into the franchise tag again, for
A
fuck's
player can
sake.
simply refuse to sign it like Le'Veon Bell did. And but that but this is fucked up. However, that player is not able to play in the NFL unless the tender is signed. How does
Wah,
that
wah.
work? How does that work if Le'Veon Bell didn't sign it? The Steelers still have rights to him, and then did he just
He
did the
just waited
Steelers
it out. Remember, he didn't play.
and then the Steelers actually traded him, didn't they? They didn't just like
He sat for
yeah,
an entire season and then he was traded.
that's what it was.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh man, that is truly like indentured servitude. That is not that's bad.
not good.
Anyways, another big thing here that people are pretty split on. Well, we talked about it last week. Our special teams coordinator that's been officially um, Dayton. He's been officially
You
hired.
thumbs up in me hard right now. Why you thumbs up in me so hard?
We have also hired a new defensive coordinator,
Oh, really?
Joe Barry, coming from the
What?
Los Angeles Rams, where he was the linebackers coach before. He and Matt LaFleur coached together back in 2017 with Sean McVay.
Joe Barry, huh?
So Jim Leonard from Wisconsin, like University of Wisconsin, passed on the job. The job was his to have. He was offered the job. He said, I'm having a great time coaching Wisconsin. I'm not done here yet. Thanks, but no thanks. Which sucks because he was like Wisconsin's defense has been so good, always so good, intense. Um, and the other person that was interviewing was I don't know how to pronounce his first name, but Evero, the Ram safety coach. Um, but we picked Joe Barry over him. Now Joe Barry has been a defensive coordinator before in Detroit 0708 and Washington 2015 2016, and all 4 of those teams were shit.
Yeah. I mean, I never like to hear that we're picking up anybody who worked in Detroit. That's pretty much like as a general rule since we've been alive.
Yeah, if someone worked in Detroit, don't
I
hire
mean,
them.
honestly, Bill Caldwell was probably of all the people, the
You
head
mean
coach.
Jim Caldwell,
What did I say?
Bill?
Jim Caldwell, like I said, would be maybe the one and only.
I don't know why they got rid of him. He was like turning them around
He
too.
was like the only person they ever had do something, and they were like, "Give us fucking Matty Patty." Like,
That was like when the Bears got rid of fucking Lovey Smith.
yeah, Lovey Smith. That was a fucking mistake.
Dumbasses.
That was a big mistake.
Fucking losers. Wasn't 2008 when Detroit went winless?
Mm, that might be. God, it's been a long time, huh? I thought it was more recent than that. I would have
The
guessed like I
I
would have
typed
guessed
in
like
Detroit
11.
Lions. I typed in Detroit Lions winless season. The next suggestion is when was the last time the Detroit Lions went to the playoffs?
When was that? What?
2008. Yep,
Wow.
2008. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get
Awesome.
that guy. I mean, hopefully he's learned.
I mean,
Let's see. The Lions
he's got a
defense was
baker's dozens years.
the Lions defense was last in yards and points allowed. When he was the DC in Washington, they were 17th and 19th in points allowed, respectively, and 28th in yards both seasons.
Wow.
Not
Pretty
good.
pretty stellar.
I wonder what LaFleur is looking for, right? I'm sure he's looking for because in my opinion, Mike Pettin wasn't a bad coordinator.
Yeah.
He just wasn't like aggressive. I guess he wasn't preaching the mentality LaFleur wanted. LaFleur wanted this like go get him. You're not getting a single yard out of me mentality. And I guess
Yeah. Mike Mike Pettin, I mean, he ran the kind of defense that you can expect middle of the ranks performance every year, regardless of how good the talent is.
yeah,
Which I mean, there's a certain goodness about that. Like if you got a bunch of nobodies, then like that's a good way to coach a defense. But when you got a bunch of superstars, I think, that's where he didn't I feel like he wasn't exactly the right fit.
I wonder if he got fired because he didn't pull Kevin King
I mean, you
and
should
put
have
and put
fucking
Jamal
pulled
and
Kevin
put
King.
Jamal Williams in.
I don't know what the fuck that deal was.
I don't either.
Don't have to relive that again.
But we'll see what happens with Joe Barry here. I mean, at the same time, everybody was people talk shit about everything. It just people are upset that yeah, people are upset when we hired Mike Pettin. He came from the Browns. Fucking from the Browns. The Browns guy. People are upset we hired Matt LaFleur. LaFleur, what did the Titans do recently? It just
I mean, the Titans look good, to be fair.
I mean when he was
He was
there,
the
he
offensive
had
court.
he had Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm,
it's just people are gonna find something to bitch about. I need to start unfollowing all the Packers pages on Facebook because I can't make people see reason.
uh, on social media,
Weird, huh?
nope.
Also, I need to figure out how to start an official petition. An official petition
For
to have
what?
the NFL review with the referees the uncatchable portion of the pass interference rules.
Oh yeah, this is a good suggestion. I think pass interfere. I mean, I think you should even be able to throw like a coach's challenge to say like that
They
was
charge
uncatchable.
for uncatchable. So they made pass interference reviewable,
No, but I
and
mean like, cause you can't challenge the uncatchable
no.
clause, can you? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck it, flag coach's red flag out. Like, hey man, that was an uncatchable pass. Take a look at that.
But then how many? Then you need to get more challenge flags.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, could that be? I don't know. I feel like that's a rule they could make today, and there would be like, okay,
Is as of 2019, this is a permissible act by both teams while the ball is in the air, not pass interference. Contact that would normally be considered pass interference, but the pass is clearly uncatchable by the involved players, except pertaining to blocking downfield by the offense.
okay, yeah. What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that like the referees maybe they know maybe they have a different interpretation of catchable. I mean, but to me, when a ball is 10 feet over a dude's head, that's not catchable.
Except for Megatron,
He's different, but he's retired.
he is retired. You're right.
He's actually in the Hall of Fame. Good job.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was just, and
And
Woodson
Charles
got in
Woodson.
there. Yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
Charles Woodson's going to be in our Ring of Honor?
Is he?
And then
That's,
he's going to be the 27th person in the Ring of Honor.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good on him.
We had him for 7 years, I think.
He had a great season in Green Bay.
He had
Or a
9
great
pick
career rather.
sixes. 9 pick sixes.
That's
in
just
Green Bay.
incredible. That's just incredible. That dude was amazing.
I mean, he won Defensive Player of the Year with us too. John Lynch got in the Hall of Fame too, over Leroy Butler, which is a bunch of bullshit. Leroy Butler was way better than John Lynch. Leroy Butler's getting shit on, poor fella. I guess he's got 4 or 5 more years to make it in modern eligibility. So, you know,
He might get in.
I don't know what the fucking deal is. Anyways,
He might get in.
I don't even remember what we were talking about before this.
I mean, is it time to switch to gossip?
Oh, sure. Yeah, let's talk about some crazy shit that went on in the NFL. Actually, yesterday, some dude streaking.
What
It
was
wasn't
his?
really streaking though. There was no parts flopping.
According to the NY Post, which is normally I wouldn't want to like you know cite them for anything,
Here we
uh,
are.
but here we are, and the guy's name was Yuri Andrade.
Andrade, Yuri Andrade is what it looks like.
Yeah, apparently he ran out there with this. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want to do free advertising for them, but it's basically somebody's like, nudie website
Is that what
business.
it is?
Yeah, I don't want to say it out loud because I don't give a fuck about encouraging anyone to go anywhere with that. But
Is this the same one that girl did recently too?
no, 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 that's not the same as that. You
Oh,
mean the one from the World Series?
yeah.
No, this is not that.
Oh, well, he got arrested, and apparently he had a pretty good juke on one of the staff, and there's a pretty good picture here. And apparently, he posted the video to his Instagram with the caption, "I am the fucking king now." Let's see, he is self-employed, and he's in international business.
Hmm.
Seems legit. And of course,
But
He's a Florida man from Boca Raton.
and he's wearing like on the top basically like a one piece women's swimsuit.
Yeah. And so he's running, right? And I'm like, oh, what is this guy like? Fine. And he like pulls his pants down halfway, and it's just he's got basically a thong up his ass. I'm like, this isn't streaking. There's nothing flopping around. This is a guy in
So
shorts.
you were disappointed in his streak game.
It wasn't good. It wasn't really a streak. What streak was there? It was just a guy running on the field in skimpy clothing.
So you're saying you are disappointed by this man's streak game. That's what
It
you're just
was
saying right now.
he didn't streak. That's the thing.
So what are you saying? What are you trying to tell me? You were disappointed in this game interruption. It
Listen,
wasn't more.
I think we got spoiled years ago when Janet Jackson's titty fell out. We're expecting things at the Super Bowl, and they're not happening anymore.
I cannot believe that that's where this went. But yeah, no.
Oh, I saw somebody
I don't
post that.
know.
Somebody posted something about the halftime show and said that disappointed, and that was someone's first reply was, can't all be like that, like Janet Jackson. We got spoiled with that one. Anyways,
Beats like that.
But here's the other thing too about the streaker. He gave himself up. He's like running, gets towards the end zone, and did like a quarterback slide, like went and feet first slid. Man, why don't just like go for it?
Go for what?
I don't know. Truck one of the guys. I don't
One of
know.
the football players?
No, one of the security staff. You're already in big trouble. Just
Nah,
get
man.
more in trouble.
You don't want to get aggravated assault or anything thrown on.
Is that aggravated assault?
I mean, if you intentionally attack somebody, I would say that's probably gonna. I mean, what are you gonna call it? Assault and battery? I mean, whatever. Fuck it, man. You're gonna be in trouble. More trouble.
Having a good time.
Having a good time. Having a good time. Yeah. Oh, whatever.
So there's that.
There was that. Yeah. So if you saw it, you can go to the nudie site. If not, we're not going to tell you what it is.
I didn't even know it was a nudie site. So.
Well, now you know.
And then, we talked about in the New This Week section about how Tom Brady's bitch ass got another 15 yards for Tyrann Mathieu getting in his face and being like, in 15 yards. Apparently, Brady was the one talking shit.
Yeah. I was surprised. I mean, I was surprised to read all this. I mean, apparently it must have been pretty bad because they shared that they had a big text message chain going back and forth, and he's very apologetic. And Matthew is like, "I'm a big fan of Tom." That's a direct quote from this interview.
Oh, video shows what he says. What does the video say?
Shows of who said.
Matthew. I'm trying to see it because it zoomed in on him. I'm trying to. Oh, he said, "I'm going at you all game." That was it. That wasn't as good.
I mean, I don't know.
Anyway,
They
I
did a
thought
lot
he
of
was
they
talking,
did
actually talking shit, but
they did a lot of jawing. I mean, but during that, Brady calls him the ultimate competitor. Incredible, a leader, champion, class act. All that, and I don't know. I just felt
he's
like
such a yeah, he's so full of shit, man. He's Brady's so full of shit. He does things that he knows, like, oh man, I shouldn't have said that. Let me go completely overboard the other way to make myself look such a great guy. I got caught up in the moment. He's really a great player. He's such a great player, so good. He's not even 43. Not even 43.
he's
I am.
not. He's not even 43.
Anyways,
Anyway,
fucking, I hate Tom Brady.
well, I guess that's it, right?
Well, I mean, and now it begins. Now the off season begins, and we're sitting here waiting until I think the new league year starts on the middle of March. Why is your face instead of the camera so close?
What? Nothing.
New NFL season start. That's
Let me just
2020 NFL season. 2021.
let me get my eyebrows on fleek.
Yeah.
The new NFL season.
I don't know. Doesn't say. Uh, yeah, I think it's March. Middle of March.
March 17th is the official
St.
start
Patty's Day?
of the 2021 league year.
St. Patty's Day. Look at that.
All
That's
2020
good.
player contracts expire at this time, and clubs can begin signing new free agents. There you
I
go.
was reading about that. I was reading about that when the contracts expire, dudes got to be like, get out the building. Even if you're still negotiating your contract and stuff, you're not allowed to be in the building. Not allowed to use you're not allowed to do any. I think you're still allowed to use workout facilities, but you're not allowed to get your shit out the locker room. Like, give me your playbook. That's it. We're done. Get out.
Damn.
Until you get re-signed.
Damn.
I'm interested to see what happens next year with all the with the salary cap, how it's going to be with COVID reduction, and then B, I want to see how many contracts are going to get restructured because of that.
It's gonna be a big question, man. I just hope.
Like,
I swear, if we,
I'm hoping we're smart enough to restructure contracts to spread out cap hits across multiple years.
I'm telling you right now that if we don't have either Aaron Jones or Jamal Williams, I'm gonna have to go to Green Bay and kick somebody's ass.
Why would we not have one of the two?
Somebody they don't get me started on this.
That would be straight up stupid.
It would be then we
People
agree.
get all mad because we don't make splash moves, but that would be straight up dumb. Also, we get Devin Funches next year. His contract he signed last year because he opted out for COVID gets pushed to this year.
Hopefully that'll be very good.
He was cheap. I think he was like 1 point something. He was a cheap date. That'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
I was excited to have him this year.
I was too.
But I don't blame him.
And fuck, man. Well, I guess that's it, right? That's it.
I think we're almost done for a little bit here too.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Almost. Anyway.
That's it. I wasn't happy with the Super Bowl, but go Pack, go and fuck the Bears.
Fuck the Bears. Thanks, Manitowoc Minute.